Elder engineer Abel Okpue Uduma was born December 21, 1948, into the loving family of late Pa James Uduma and late Ma Agnes Esu Uduma. He was the eldest of 7 siblings and grew up in Oliogo, Umuseti Utagba-Uno in Ndokwa West local government area of Delta State. From an early age, he demonstrated the values of hard work, integrity, and perseverance. Known for his curiosity and sense of responsibility, he was always eager to assist his parents with daily chores while excelling academically.
I have known engineer Abel Uduma for over 70 years. Both of us were among the foundation students of LA Primary School, Oliogo, in 1955. Since then, for the past 70 years, we have maintained a close relationship.
Abel Uduma valued education and pursued it with great dedication and passion. He attended Local Authority Primary School Oliogo and proceeded to attend ASB Technical College Warri, Delta State, where he developed a passion for technical drawing.
I have known Abel since our childhood, growing up in the same village. Even though he was much my senior, we were quite close. Indeed, our closeness dates back to our primary school days, and we forged a very close relationship early in our lives. And even at the time, it was not very common to have a lot of people in secondary school in our village in the 60s. He was one of the pace setters who we looked up to as role models when he enrolled in the technical college in Warri, now defunct. He took on that role of a role model for a lot of us and encouraged us to go to secondary school and even up to university.
After his graduation, he worked at UBTH for a short period and in 1974 embarked on a journey to the United States of America to further his education, earning a first-class degree in civil and structural engineering at the Southern Technical Institute in Atlanta, Georgia, USA.
Because at the time it was not common for a lot of people to study abroad. We thought it was impossible to go abroad. With the son of a village farmer, Abel surmounted all obstacles and paved the way for a lot of us later when he worked briefly in the construction of the current UBTH before he went to the USA to get a degree in civil and structural engineering.
His strong work ethic and determination propelled him into a successful career in civil engineering. After completing his studies, he gained valuable professional experience abroad before returning to Nigeria in 1981. Driven by a deep desire to contribute to the development of his homeland, he played a pivotal role in various projects, demonstrating leadership, mentorship, and an unbendable commitment to excellence.
And the third most significant aspect of Abel is that he's one of the foundation members who started entrepreneurship as a way of life. Engineer Uduma told me when he came back from the US, and I was asking him, are you making an effort to get employed? He said no. This aspect of everybody looking for employment, our children are to look for employment. I have to start a business. Abel is one of the foundation leaders, Umuseti Utagba-Uno, who took off his faith by himself by setting up a business, Uduma Engineering. Himself and Moses Madi Jomite ran Dumo Engineering, so it was a source of income for them. Not only income, they offered a number of services that were useful to the community.
His dedication earned him the admiration and respect of his colleagues, friends, and families.
So he has always been a pace setter. And even when he come back, our friendship continued. And we had a lot to do in terms of setting up industries, one of which was the New Nigeria Salt Development Company in Oarefe, which he, along with a few of his friends, had bought over during the privatization of the TCPC regime at that time. Unfortunately, one thing led to other, and we could not take full possession of that asset. So this goes to show how industrious he had been, because he was touched by the need to come back to Nigeria to contribute his quota to the development of the country, rather than staying back in the comfort zone in the US, where he had qualified as a structural civil engineer.
Abel Uduma's professional journey was nothing short of remarkable. As a consultant engineer to the New Nigeria Salt Company in Ogareki Saple, he demonstrated exceptional expertise and dedication. His entrepreneurial spirit led him to establish Dumo Engineering, a construction firm based in Benin City, which became a cornerstone of infrastructure development in Delta State during its formative years. In the era of Air Commodore Luke Ochulo retired as first military administrator of Delta State.
So the relationship between me and Engineer Abel Uduma is a very tough and long one. We met the way Nigerians used to meet in those days. I'm talking about 1975. In 1975, we were in Atlanta, Georgia, Dobbins Air Force Base. You know, I'm of the Air Force. I'm a retired one-star general in the Nigerian Air Force. Engineer Abel and his friend Moses Majemite, that is his name. Two of them came closer to me and that they wanted to know me. I asked them why. They said, we're all Nigerians. There's no problem. They said they wanted to know me. So I had to make a deeper introduction. And they also met some of my friends. So that's how we became friends. So on weekends, they would come to the base. We would meet, chat, have some soft drinks. I didn't even ask them from which part of Nigeria they came from, because in those days, once you introduce yourself as a Nigerian, you don't need any further introduction, unlike now.
Under his leadership, Dumo Engineering played a strong role in constructing key government buildings, including the first Delta State House of Assembly and offices that facilitated the takeoff of the new state. His company also left an indelible mark on the private sector, building homes, churches, schools, and structures that stand as a testament to his commitment to quality and excellence.
The high point of my relationship with Abel was when his career in relationship is well known to retired Air Commodore Luke Ochulo, who was the first administrator of Delta State. Abel and Moses Majemite were among the first few Deltas to go and receive the military administrator and the boundary between the Delta and the Edo State. And then they accompanied the government to Asaba. Throughout the tenure of the Chulo as the governor of Delta State, Abel remained at the background, pointing the ways and defending the interests of his people.
As an engineer, Abel Uduma would go on to work on projects like the KHMS hostel, Covenant University, Government State Secretariat Building in Asaba, and other remarkable projects.
It's also important to note that even long before people started talking about private mini grids for electricity generation and distribution, long ago, Abel was very much concerned about the fact that without electricity there cannot be development. And so he led the team, including myself, that worked on the fact that we could supply electricity to the Asaba and industrial area based on private capital and expertise that we were to put together. So we could say that he was visionary and quite lived more or less ahead of his time when it comes to things like this type of investment we're talking about. The same thing happened with the largest funds of land he has in the bank of the River Niger, with government regulations making it impossible for us to do what was necessary to do. So he was large-hearted and very much involved in, very much interested in infrastructural development and the economic growth of the country.
Beyond his professional achievements, Abel Uduma was a devoted family man. He married Mrs. Eunice Osai Uduma in the year 1979, and they were together for 46 years before his demise. Together, they built a home filled with love, laughter, and strong Christian values. They were blessed with 5 wonderful children, 12 grandchildren, 4 daughters-in-law, and 1 son-in-law.
It paid me so much to lose him because I never expected he was going to die so early. The father lasted. The man stayed up to 100 years. And they always lasted in their house. Their family, they're always the eldest man or the eldest woman. But my husband did not last. This sickness just come just like that, like play. Small, 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 small. We tried all our best. If you treat this one, we'll go back to the house, another one will come. If you treat that one, another go back to the house. By the time we say like 2 weeks, another one will come again. We're just doing him like that. And we were just carrying him all over the whole place, the best hospital, to make sure that he's cured. But the sickness surprised all of us. Before he died, I never knew he was going to die. I never knew. He's a very nice man, very kind and nice. He's so nice to me and my family. So nice to me and my parents. He helped me to bury my father and my mother very well when they died. He took care of so many people, even our villagers too. When they come, he will take care of them. He's a very nice man. Whenever you see anybody that needs help, he will help you. Even when you see me quarreling with somebody, you say, it's okay. Just leave it like that. I will just leave it. He's a very nice man.
He raised his kids with love and guided them with wisdom and steady support. As a father, he was not only a provider but also a mentor and a friend, encouraging his children to dream big and remain true to their principles.
My dad was a very, very generous person. He was kind. He was God-fearing. And there's so many memories around my father that I will miss so much. I will miss so much. I remember my first job ever as a graduate from the university was in my dad's company. You know, he gave me that platform to be able to understand the ethics of work. And I was opportune to work with him for many years. And that created the bond between me and him, you know. This is really hard. You know, it's really hard for me to sit here and believe that I will have no father anymore. You know, this man has been my mentor. He has been my friend. You know, we together worked together as well to, you know, to build the family, to take care of the family, to make sure everything goes well.
He taught when he needed to teach. He instructed when he needed to. And he led when he needed to lead.
A dad like no other. Words fail me today to express how I feel, knowing that you are no longer with us. There's one thing that gives me joy today because I know my daddy has gone to a better place. A place where there's no pain, a place where there's no sorrow. I was shocked to know that my daddy passed on. But I give glory to God because I was there to see him in the final days of his life. When he came to Abuja, he told me one thing. He said, "Mama, I know that I was coming to the presence of God. That was why I came around." And I was happy to see him fully recovered. He started doing all the things he couldn't do, and I was so happy. And we celebrated together. But at the end of the day, he passed on.
Doing this video is actually difficult for me, but I had to compose myself to be able to give this tribute to my dad. He was a good man. He never left me alone. His advice and his encouragement that he gave to me, you know, took me a long way in life, and he's still going to keep me going.
My dad was a very loving man, a man with dignity, someone that was a mentor, a boss, and also a father. A time he always called me and we'll sit down and discuss, and he tells me, he said, when you talk to people, when you advise someone, it's always good to always advise them until they get it. Meaning that if you talk to someone and the person doesn't listen, keep talking. Because if you don't talk, the person can either get into trouble or find himself doing the wrong thing over and over again. That's one very key thing that I took closely to me, because I'm a kind of person that I don't talk too much, I just like to, if I advise you, don't take it, I let go. But daddy told me and taught me how to keep talking till the person gets it. You understand? That's something I really cherish that he taught me. And when it comes to business also, he was my mentor. You know, I work closely with him. Or everything I've learned today, it was through daddy. You know, I will really miss him. You know, I will miss him so much because there's nobody again to call daddy. There's nobody to welcome me when I come to the house. And I wish him farewell. May his journey be smooth. And may he rest in perfect peace till we meet to part no more.
As a father, he made sure he taught his family to know and love God. He started off as a Catholic and later joined the Pentecostal faith through CPM before joining Winners Chapel later in 1999. He was a dedicated church worker, serving as an usher, later ordained a deacon, and then an elder. He held several key positions in church and also maintained decency, honesty, and truth.
My father was my teacher. He was my father. He was my mentor. He was my prophet. First, I would like to say why he was my prophet. He was my prophet because every time I needed prayers, I would call him. He would pray for me. There was a time I remember vividly that I was going to embark on a journey and I went to meet him. I told him that pour oil on my head because I remember how Moses poured oil on the head of Aaron and it ran down his beard. So I told him, pour oil on my head, and he poured that oil on my head and it ran down my beard and it ran to my feet. And till today, that oil is still upon my head. Very much so. My father was my teacher because he taught my infant lips to pray. He taught me so many other things. He taught me how to be patient. He taught me how to be diligent. He taught me how to be perseverant. He taught me the power of enthusiasm. He taught me so many things. He taught me a whole lot of things. And also, he was my mentor because he inspired me. I saw a man who left the village, went overseas, and studied, paid his way through the university, graduated to first class, came back to Nigeria, invested in businesses that succeeded, and then Nigeria happened to him. But he never gave up. He continued in that line. He raised us all, raising us in the fear of God, taught us how to read the scriptures, how to fast, so many other things.
Elder Abel Uduma was a man of kindness and generosity. Always ready to lend a helping hand, he made positive impact on many lives. He was a member of the Lions Club and enjoyed hosting friends and family members.
I'm really short of words. I will call him Daddy Daddy. He's really one of a kind. He's a man of peace, he's a man of love, and he's a man of joy, happiness. He's my second father. After I lost my father, he became a father to me. Which in so many ways, I can't still believe he's gone. But God knows best. I want to say I love you, Daddy Daddy, from the bottom of my heart. And I really missed you so much. It's hard to say goodbye, but it's reality. I'm saying goodbye. Rest in peace, sir.
That it's hard to come to terms with the fact that you have left us. It's strange. There's this sadness that overwhelms me whenever I think of the fact that I will never see you again. It's unbelievable. It felt strange coming to Asaba when we heard of your demise. It was strange coming there and not seeing you, welcoming us cheerfully like we normally do at the entrance, happily, and be glad that your children have come all the way from Benin. It was strange not seeing you there. I'll miss how you jokingly call me Caroline, knowing fully well that that's not my name. I'll miss that. Never again will I hear you call me that name. I'll miss your great advices, our discussions. You are a father to me and will forever be. If in my hearts of hearts, I know that you've made heaven. I know that because you lived a life dedicated to serving God. I'm very sure that you are at the bosom of the Lord right now. be a unique and lovely soul. Rest in perfect peace. I am glad that I got to know you in this life, that I got to be called your daughter-in-law. I'm grateful to you for all the advices, all the love you showered on us. We love you, we miss you. May you rest in peace till we meet to part no more.
The news of Daddy's death came as a shock to me that morning. Daddy was not just a father-in-law. Daddy was more like a father. Because I came into the family when I had already lost my dad. But Daddy filled in that vacuum that I didn't even remember that I had lost a father. He's infectious and broad smiles. He brightens up everywhere. His voice, that voice, I will miss that voice. I will miss that voice. Daddy, I will miss you so much. But we cannot question God. He called you, and that's a call that you must answer. It is well. Daddy, may your journey be smooth. Go well. We'll miss you so much. We'll miss you so much. Your presence is going to be highly missed. You are a legend. You are a fighter. You fought till the end. Rest well, Daddy, until we meet again on the resurrection morning, never to part anymore. Ajay, Daddy. Ajay, Director 1. Namebel, Ajay. Go well. Rest in peace, sir.
This one news came as shock to me because the day before it happened, my son told him, let's call Daddy. So I called Daddy. We greeted, we talked for some time. So the next day, we heard that Daddy was no more. Daddy will forever be missed because Daddy was a kind man. Daddy welcomed me with open arms. So grateful for that. I remember when I gave birth to my twins, Daddy came and stayed with me for more than 2 weeks. He was with me. I know heaven had given an angel and he's watching over us. I will forever miss Daddy.
Even in his later years, Abel Uduma remained a pillar of strength for his family, community, and the body of Christ.
My consolation and advice is that as he has left this world, so will every other person also live. We continue to pray for his spirit and ask God in his infinite mercy to remember him. And then we ask Jesus Christ that in his mercy, he should remember him and forgive him whatever sins he has committed in this world.
So once again, it's a monumental loss. The loss is not only to his family, but to all of us. To those of us who know him and the entire Umuseti community as a whole. When I remember the memories, the good times we have, and I tell the family to take solace that at the end of the day, everybody will go. But Abel gave a good account of himself and departed without blemish in his life. May his soul rest in peace.
And I think I thank God for my path crossing with his. And I hope, and like I've said, whatever I've learned in our relationship, I will continue to apply in my own life until we meet to part no more.
His passing created a void that could never truly be filled. Yet, His legacy lives on in the hearts of those he touched. His life was defined not by the words he spoke, but by the actions he took, the lives he influenced, and the values he instilled in others.
You will forever remain in our hearts. Continue to rest on, my daddy. I'm going to tell you good night because I know we'll meet to part no more. Continue to rest in the bosom of the Lord till we meet to part no more. Farewell, Dad, from your daughter, from us here.
Definitely, there's a time to born, there's a time to die. I wasn't expecting my dad's son to be this early though, because I just felt, he could fight through and, still make it. It's okay. God knows best. And I want to say, Daddy, you left us here behind. We are strong. We'll try our best to fulfill all the things you've wanted. Continue to fight. Just the way you've taught me to fight. I'll make you proud, actually. Sure, I'll make you proud. I will.
If daddy here say any of his children or any of the grandchild want to do something, we will be the first to be there. The whole thing is just like a dream. Is it true? Is that how people lost their husband? Is that how people die? Very surprised. It's too nice.
Though elder engineer Abel Okpue Uduma is no longer physically present, his spirit continues to live on in the lessons he taught and the love he shared. His life was a testament to faith, persistence, and the importance of making every moment count. Today, we honor his memory by upholding the values he cherished, serving God, embracing kindness, working diligently, and appreciating the beauty of life. May his soul rest in eternal peace. Amen.